What's up and welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to be giving a review for the film Thor, Love and Thunder. Now this is the 29th Marvel Cinematic Universe film, and this is also like the 4th Thor film too as well. Now it is directed by Taika Waititi, I think that's how you pronounce it, and it again does have Chris Hemsworth in the role of like Thor, and you also have Christian Bale, who plays the antagonist of the film, known as Gorr the God Butcher. Then you also have Natalie Portman, who returns to the film, Tessa Thompson too as well, Russell Crowe, and various other like actors and actresses, or even like cameos, making like cameos throughout the film itself. Now this particular film itself is about Thor, who must actually stop this guy known as Gorr the God Butcher, like I mentioned before, and he's played by Christian Bale. Now that particular character that Christian Bale is playing, I must admit he did look pretty cool to me in the film. He's like a person who's out like eliminating gods, and you get to see like a little backstory into like his character. Like when the film does open up, you get to see that he had like a daughter and all that. It's kind of like spoiler territory, but I just touch on some of the things because I wasn't familiar with this character. But you can see like his daughter had died or something like that, and he was like just so raged and so disgusted. But then suddenly like this sword that he had from this particular god that he had killed, it chose him to go around to be like this person that goes around killing like gods and so on. Because at the same time, I think they were saying the sword is actually like decaying like his features, like his body too as well. Like the more he's like using to kill gods, like to destroy gods, is actually decaying his body too as well. So eventually he finds out about like Thor, like the god of thunder. So he actually sets his sights on like taking him out as well. Now the film, I must admit, this does seem like it's like a comedic film. It's like very like silly, like over the top and like funny. It's like very like hilarious and so on. So it feels like it's like a comedy film. It's not taking itself like too seriously, and I thought that was kind of odd and strange. And I've been hearing about the reviews that the film has been getting too as well. But I must admit, it was still like I thought like an entertaining film. Like I said, it's just like very like over the top and so on. And it has like moments with like the Guardians of Galaxies, you know, that they show up too as well throughout the film. But overall, it was a pretty entertaining film. I still like enjoyed it. Like I said, it just feels like very over the top at times. Now, some of the characters in the film, you get like a brief glimpse of like what will happen with like Thor throughout like his childhood as he gets old and all that. It's like very quick. And then we also find out that Natalie Portman's character, she's actually dealing with like cancer and all that kind of stuff too. So she's actually like I just leave it at that, kind of like sick. And she also becomes like this new like version of like Thor too as well, whereas this kind of similar to how Thor's character is. Yes, she's known as Mighty Thor, Jane Foster. You also have Tessa Thompson, she returns as a Valkyrie too as well. And like I mentioned before, Christian Bale as Gorr the God Butcher. And I thought his character was pretty cool. I liked how he looked or whatever. Like his look I thought was kind of awesome. And then you also have Russell Crowe shows up as like Zeus and all that. It's like various different characters throughout the film, but I just leave it at that. But of course, you know, you have to stay around for like the various like Easter eggs after the credits once the film ends, because they do have a couple of those, so you do have to watch like the end credits, even completely watch all of them because it's something at the end too as well. So yeah, I thought it was a pretty entertaining film. That is basically what the bulk of the film itself is about. Like Thor having to take out Gorr, like the God Butcher, and then like I said, the character of Jane Foster, Natalie Portman, she has to deal with like her sickness and all that kind of stuff. Plus she's also like this person known as Mighty Thor too as well. So yeah, it was still like pretty cool. It's just very like silly, like hilarious. It feels like a comedy film, not like a Marvel superhero film. It's like very like bizarre, like weird. I must admit, it's rare that I see films like this, you know, if that's something really aiming at this kind of genre. But anyway, Thor, Love and Thunder, I'm gonna give it a B-. And I would definitely recommend it for like fans of like Thor or like the Marvel Cinematic films. I would definitely recommend it for that crew. So I'm giving it a B-. Please leave a comment and subscribe too as well.